morning, everybody. Good morning. What's happening? Another day in the Big Mango. You can see it. The skies are blue. It's another beautiful day. Lots of things going on here, though. Let's give it a few seconds before people come in, but for people to come in, hopefully. It's quite a bit windy here. I don't know exactly how windy. I didn't check. I didn't check to see how many miles an hour or any of that stuff. But the Thai baht is 33.61 to the dollar, which is, it's still okay. Soy Dog, what's happening? I'm sure you're kind of keeping an eye on what's going on here. But I had a lot of comments, and I've had people messaging me and commenting, and a lot of people are not very happy about what's going on. And, I understand. And then, I get to the point where I'm like, well, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to be miserable all the time because of this? No. I don't want to be. So you got to just kind of go, okay, it's about the haves. What do I have? What is possible? It's not about, what can't I do, but it's about what can I do. And I think that's the best way to think about it. But, it doesn't mean that people aren't pissed off. It doesn't mean that I don't, that I love what's going on here. I don't. And it's not just here, so, if it makes you feel any better. But there's a lot of people that I don't know how they're going to pull this off. Bars and pubs can open as long as they are certified as restaurants. What the hell's the difference? And I understand if you're in a bar and you're drinking booze, you're, coddling up to some woman. Hey, Tom, how you doing? You're coddling up to some chick, and you're like, oh, or you're one of these guys. He's got the chick in his lap, tits in his face. I understand. Okay, that might be a more conducive environment, and I hate to say this, but the bars and the pubs are not everything, and the women are not everything here. And so if that's what you want, I understand. You're irritated. You can't have what you want. I understand. But there are more things to do than that. So if you do want to come, by the way, Chuck will be coming. I believe on the 11th or 12th, or I don't know, the 12th, I think. But he is coming. So we'll have somebody else here, some newbie, some guy coming in. He's no newbie when it comes to Thailand, but you know what I mean. He's coming in fresh. This time around, it's a little different. So that'll be good to hear, And the thing is I already kind of know his perspective. He's just happy he can be here, but I know he's not too happy about what's going on. He doesn't like to see what's going on. And there's a hell of a lot of people that feel the same way. I seriously don't understand their logic, and it's like people are pulling their hair out now. They're like, what the heck? When is this ever going to change? And we went over it the other day, but I want to read some comments, so I'm going to go back inside in a moment. In the meantime, the skies are blue. It's 81 degrees here. The air quality is moderate today, so it's okay, which is not bad. And if it makes you feel any better, I can tell you right now, I'm not going to be in Bangkok forever. So if I'm still on YouTube, I will take you to a new place that will be a much better place. than Bangkok. But to be honest, I thought about going to. We got a doggy over here. Let's see if he smells the cat on me if he comes over to me, because he is coming over to me. What's up, dude? Huh? What are you doing? Huh? He's smelling me right now. I guess that's all it took. One smell of Sid, and that was the end of it. Anyway, I don't know what I was saying, but let's go inside here. Before you guys ask, just so you know, we got beer and tea in here working today. And I already have my espresso. Well, he might not like the cologne I'm wearing, I don't know. Andy, I said it before, and I feel like I'm shooting myself in the foot. Because, I'm supposed to be showing Thailand or talking about Thailand, and it's like, wow, what a great place. Or it just gives you the reality. And the reality is, most of the time, it's a pretty darn good place to be, and it's a pretty darn good place to live. Putting it very politely. You can get over some of the rules and the guidelines. There are always little workarounds. There's things you can do. But it's just one thing after another, and I think that it's at some point the government they are really they're shooting themselves in the foot because or in the feet. Because people get pissed off with all these rule changes. It's like, I don't even know what the deal's. I don't even know what the deal is about all the rules and regulations, because they're changing so many times. I'm not sure what's what. And then the thing is, you see one thing in the media, and then you see something else a little bit different, and then you're like, well, what is that? Or those don't seem like they go together. What's the truth? It's really. And if I really want, I told my wife yesterday, I said, I'm not going to go anywhere for a week. Because I was going to go to, first I thought, well, maybe I'll just stay home, because I never stream from home anymore. And then I thought, well, maybe I'll go to the Chao Phraya River and take an electric boat somewhere and go to a cafe and just chill out and overlook the river. And you know what it is? I know there's not even that much traffic today. I just don't feel like going, because I don't want to go to some place and I don't want to have them. I mean, they're pretty good. I mean, it's just, I don't want to be caught up in something by chance. And we're really kind of worried about Alex, because Alex, my oldest son, is going on a trip up north to northern Thailand. And he is fully vaccinated. He doesn't have a booster, but he has to test. He has to take a test at his school. I think tomorrow. He has to take a test at his school so that he can go and go up north. Now I'm going, why do you have to take a test before you go up north inside of Thailand? And it's the school is mandating it. Now, okay. Whatever, safety. But like, if it was me, I'd be like, what the hell am I just don't understand it. Why am I testing all the time? Why are people testing all the time? Why is this? So, you already know my thoughts about it. I'm just doing what I need to do to get by here, to be able to go. Because if I really wanted to go down to the river, I would have went. But I'm just thinking to myself, first of all, it's a hassle to go down there. I'm gonna have to take a couple of different methods, whether it be walking, taxi, whatever. I don't know. SkyTrain, subway, SkyTrain, taxi, and then go down there, and then, you know, you get on the boat, sir, you know, please scan. And then, you know what really pisses me off, still pisses me off, and I don't see it much now, fortunately, is when they extend, and I know they're trying to do something they think is right, so I'm not mad at them, but it's just like, what the hell? It's like, you walk in and they want to squirt the gel in your hand for you to wash your hands. And I feel kind of like, wait a minute, honey, I just washed my hands. I feel like, so you think I'm dirty, you think I haven't done my part, you want to make sure that I'm doing my part. I don't need you. I don't need the government to do that. I don't give a shit. I wouldn't have got vaccinated if I knew it was going to happen, that you're going to have to be vaccinated to get into places. That's the only reason I did it, really, because I don't think it would have affected me. I've already been sick as shit in my life, and I lived through it. So I must be a survivor, you know. Anyway, I'm going off already. I'm so irritated by this. I'm irritated by this whole thing. And my wife is like, you're always irritated. You're always in a bad mood because of this. When you talk about this, she's like, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I know. Maybe I should just, like, you know, forget about it. But every time I start talking to somebody about it, I'm like, how are you supposed to talk about this and be super positive? Well, you know, the bars are going to be opening. Everything's going to be happening. Like, I give a shit about the bars. What I care about is, like, every time I fly, I don't have to wear a fucking mask. Excuse my French, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, before I go on with these reader comments, you do hear beer and tea in Mr. Gennaro. There. You always know beer by her little bow in her hair that she wears. She wears her little bow. There she is over there. Got the bow in the hair. And then the other one is over there as well, making the coffee. She just made my coffee. Anyway, so there they are. All right. Maybe if we're lucky, they'll come over and say hello, but, you know, I'm not counting on it. Now, before I go any further, and I already have, which is I'm 15 minutes in already, 13 minutes in. Please remember to leave a thumbs up if you like this. Give the time some stream. If you like it, leave a thumbs up, whatever. Subscribe to the channel. Look down in the description for all the ways you can help support the channel. I don't talk about this very much anymore, but, you know, you can get yourself a shirt. You can become a sponsor for as little as $1.99. Listen, $2, it's $2, but the idea is you get a couple hundred people, and it, you know, makes it worth your while. Even though YouTube takes, what do they take now? 30%, 35%. You can get one of my books. You can purchase merch. You can get some of my shirts. Just there's a link down below. You can check out the Amazon shop. That doesn't cost you anything extra. You can become a Patreon patron. Haven't been talking about that much. You can buy me a coffee through the Buy Me a Coffee link, which is right down below, or you can use the Cash App, which I love that Cash App. However, I was just sent an email yesterday, or a message yesterday, that said from now on, the U.S. administration is going to be requiring PayPal, Venmo, and the Cash App to report any transaction. I think it's any transaction over $600, and in one year period, anything over 200 transactions. So, you know, they are, and the Thai government now they're going to charge 15% on the crypto, on the profits. So these governments, you know, they're not, when it comes to taxes, they don't mess around. They want to make sure that they get what they feel is theirs. Now, 2 COVID PCR tests, last one you have to pay for. Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing. Listen, Andy, I heard the the Australian government bought something like 50 million PCR tests, antigen tests. Thank you very much there, Terj. Appreciate that. Got a frog in my throat. I heard that they bought something like 50 million doses of that rapid antigen, or doses of tests. And now they're turning around selling them for $15 Aussie dollars a pop. And these were basically purchased with taxpayer dollars. So the government is, now they're making a profit off of the very test that your taxpayer dollars paid for. I don't, you know, shit. I don't get that. But anyway, moving forward here. I said it before, and you know, I think one of the things is, and I don't think I'm alone here, and I don't think it's just the internet and now we know everything. I think we've learned more, a lot more quickly than in the past, but I think stuff has been going on for a long time. Now we've been learning it very quickly, and so we know what the deal is. But I think at this point we're past, well, it's the internet, it's just the internet. We know more now because of the internet. But I don't like the direction of the world, and I don't think there's very many people who do. I don't like the direction of governments. I just look at it and I'm like, what the? And then, you know, I think about some of my friends say, oh yeah, you know, you're on the fringes. You're on the fringes of, if you make a profit, you do. It depends on how much you're making. There's a certain amount. There's a you know, just like in the United States, like if I don't earn over $108,000 or something like that, I don't know what it is now, but it's a fair amount. If I don't earn more than that here, if I earn a certain amount here, like I earn $20,000, $25,000 here, I don't have to pay tax on that to the United States, and neither do I have to pay it to the Thai government, because it's reported to my U.S. tax, on my U.S. tax return. On a pension, I don't think so, no. You're not going to be paying taxes on that. And, you know, it depends on how much your pension is or what it is, but like I know on Social Security, it depends on how much you're making, but at a certain point, you do have to pay taxes on it. I don't think I'll have to worry about that. But that, you know, 50,000 cases, today's number in Melbourne, Omicron. Yeah, how many people died from the Omicron? Probably none. All right. Anyway, like I said, click thumbs up, subscribe, check down in the description, use that Cash App. Nobody's been using it lately, and get a shirt or subscribe or become a sponsor, whatever. I'd appreciate it. And if you can't, I understand. Not everybody can. I don't do it very often myself, and I only do it in certain cases, but thank you for watching anyway. There are very few in the hospital. There you go. All right, so now, the main comment that made me want to talk, just start reading comments. Yeah, I don't know how that works, Terj. I don't know about the Norwegian setup or anything like that, but this guy named Mr. Dan, he answered, you know, the last stream I did was, will they ever learn? There's always a recurring theme. It's like, you know, it's like, what else is there to talk about now? What does anybody care about now other than getting past this shit? It's 2 years plus, and it's like, well, now it looks like this next year is going to be, it might get better, and I hope it does. I really hope it does. But just because it gets better doesn't mean that the government is going to restore things to where everybody's happy and things were once as they once were. That's what really burns me up, is that I don't think they know their ass from a hole in the ground. That's the big thing, Gabe. You know what? I don't want to know the numbers. I don't want to know the numbers. I don't care how many people have it. Nobody knows how many people. Well, I don't. Maybe they do, but I doubt they know how many people caught a cold last year. They may know about flu cases, but what about all the flu cases that never get reported? So they don't really know. So why do they have to do it with this? I'm just. I don't even know what to say anymore about this. All right, so this guy writes in, Mr. Dan, and he says, this is now a pandemic of stupidity, which I just love that. Blunt, right to the point. It's as simple as that. Stupid restrictions, stupid rules, stupid mandates, and stupid people complying with them. Well, I don't know that it's stupid people complying with it. I think a lot of people, they want to believe that they can trust their government, at least somewhat. And they go along with it because what the hell is the alternative? Oh, I'm just going to say screw you. Listen, I'll tell you what I did the other day. And I do it every once in a while. I just say fuck it, I go outside, taxi driver pulls, moto driver comes and pulls up. And picks me up. And I just said, fuck it, I'm not wearing a mask. I don't care if the people like it. I'm the only guy on the street. Everybody on the street on the motorcycles. There's guys with their motorcycle, their mask pulled down. But the riders, I didn't see any riders with their mask down or off. I'm like, I don't care. As much as I want to be safe and all that other kind, here's what really gets me. You get vaccinated. Oh, it's going to prevent you from dying. Okay, great. Now, I'm not going to die, so I might just get sick. But then I'm going to have to test to go in somewhere else. And I still have to wear a mask that does very fucking little. And okay, I understand. If you're older, you've got pre-existing conditions, and you're sick, okay, I understand. Let's get that out of the way. I understand, just about anything when you're 75, 80 years old, if you've got a bunch of pre-existing conditions, just about anything can be dangerous, so you have to really take good care of yourself. I had this conversation with Patia Bob. A lot of people are pissed off about this, but for the people who are truly ill or have a lot of conditions, underlying conditions, what's important is that they take care of themselves, not that they're pissed off about it, spend all their time moaning and groaning about it, because it doesn't really do that much good, at least in the short term. For them, they need to concentrate on being healthy, and so I think that's very important. So I don't think it's stupid people. I think also the other thing is that it takes time and energy to really make any substantial change. I mean, yeah, okay, you can take your mask off like I did. You can take your mask off. You can say screw it, but now, I already know. Hey, somebody stops me, they're going to go, some cop stops me. Wait, how come you don't have your mask on? Oh, sorry. I forgot. I got a mask in my pocket. I'm sorry. Then there's the end of problem, fortunately. Now, I don't do that very often, just because I just don't feel like dealing with the shit. I don't want somebody jumping on me, getting all over my case, or even having to say something. You're supposed to wear a mask here. You wouldn't do that shit in America. If you did, you might get shot. But anyway, let me go on with this comment. I get carried away here. It's a globalist coup that ushers us from a free capitalist way of life towards an authoritarian, communist/socialist alternative. I can't help but feel that we're still at the beginning of this whole sorry event in global history. And you know what? In some ways, I do believe he's correct. I think this is a power move. I think that all these people in power, you look at how many senators, how many people in power, governors. Oh, it's okay for them to have a big party and nobody's wearing a mask. But yet, when you go out, you must wear a mask. Otherwise, you're going to be fined or thrown in jail or, screamed and yelled at, smacked, beat up, whatever. Why is that? What happened in Singapore? I'm disappointed in Singapore. What happened to the learn to live with it? They're the first ones. I need another fucking coffee already. What happened to that? And Thailand is not following through with it, okay? I'll tell you that right now. They're not followed through with learn to live with it. I'm all for, the thing is where is the scientific data? And I know we don't see everything. But like Jesus Christ, can't the main countries get together and say, hey, listen, let's put something together. I'm not talking about the WHO either. The WHO, every time I say the WHO, I'd rather think about, when I think about the WHO, I don't want to think about the World Health Organization. I want to think about the WHO, Roger Daltrey, Peter Townsend, the WHO. I want to think about them. That's what I want to think about. I don't want to think about Teddy, whatever his name is. Teddy China. Chucky's supposed to arrive in, I think, four days. I'll talk to him again. Longhorns has been a little under the weather, I believe, or just, he's probably run down from the traveling. I don't know, who knows what's going on. I don't know what the weather's like in Texas or any of that kind of stuff, but he doesn't have any virus or anything like that. He's fine. Jono is fine as well. Everybody's okay. We're all okay, but we're all still irritated. People are pissed off. I know that Billy is not pissed off because the bars are closed, and neither am I. Yeah, that's what I mean. Listen, and that's the thing. There is part of me that says, if I'm going to travel, like, what am I going to go travel for? Okay, for the channel, okay, yeah, I can do that. I understand sometimes, I need to do that. And it keeps, it changes things up a little bit. But, at some point I just go, I don't want to deal with this shit, man. It's bad enough with 9/11 what they make you go through in the United States and how you get this feeling like, I don't know, every time I go through there, I get this feeling like they're like, what are you doing? Why are you here? I'll never forget when I came in to New York. I hadn't been in the States for a long time. And the guy said to me, what are you doing over there? I said, why? What does it matter? I live there. And it was like, yeah, well, you haven't been here for a long time. I'm like, because I live in Thailand. And it was like, what the fuck, man? I'm not owned by my government. The government doesn't own us. And this is the big thing. And I know that this is not how it is. This is how a lot of people think it should be. But the government works for us. We don't work for them. They work for us. Bastards. Anyway, let me go on with these comments. I don't know about the whole, I have heard rumblings from more than one person that especially in Europe, that people believe that this is something, that what's going on now is this big conspiracy between the pharmaceuticals and the governments so that they can all make big money. they profit from it. Now, listen, pharmaceuticals are extremely powerful. I don't think we really comprehend just how powerful they are. But if you look at, what was that movie about the smoking with Al Pacino, The Insider or something like that? I don't remember what it was. But it was about the guy in the tobacco industry who spoke up, and he was a whistleblower. And oh my God, man, you know, it's like you're talking about, when you're talking about that kind of money, they'll do just about anything. And I do think that there is something. I think one of the first things they should do in America, fire Anthony Fauci. Fire his ass. Get him out of there. You know, you don't want to throw him in jail. All right, fine. You know, he's an old man, whatever. Yeah, okay. He ain't going to be around that much longer anyway. But fire his ass. Get somebody else. Get somebody that people look at and go, all right, we can trust this guy. Hey, if you're a hot chick and you got a degree, sell pharmaceuticals. I have a friend who his wife works for pharmaceutical. Let's go, Malin needs an espresso. Yeah, I do. I need espresso, please. Espresso for me? Thank you, Tom. Choke B. I'm gonna get one in just a second here. And I may walk across the street for you guys and go to the... What the hell was I supposed to do, though? But I couldn't do... Oh, okay. I may walk across the street and go to Happy Street because I need to get happy. And so you can see your coconut girl. Yeah, okay. So, you know, that's the thing. What are you going to do? You're going to have to replace the whole system. It's like saying... you're gonna make a '57 Chevy, and you know the only thing that you need to do is replace the whole body. You got the engine, but you don't have the body is falling apart. Well, what fucking good is that? You know what I mean? It's like you can't rebuild a house. How am I gonna say this? You know, the pillars that a house are built upon. If those things are corrupt and corroded, you're not going to just change the house on top of it and build a brand new house and expect it to work. It's not going to work. Even the Starbucks girls check their temperature when they come in. I remember when this first happened, I sneezed, and one of them goes, "You got COVID?" Okay, so then tell me there, JRD. Tell me. Oh yeah, Contagion's a great movie, man, and it mirrors what's going on right now. I'm gonna get to the next comment here. But I do believe that there are solutions. I just think that people don't want to go through what's necessary in order to facilitate these solutions. You know, advanced squad leader. I have no idea what that is. All right, let me get to this next comment. I don't know what the hell we're talking about. Well, I mean, think about it. You know, look at the United States the way it is now. As divided as it is now. Do you think we really needed this virus? And not only the virus, but the policies that have been implemented in order to provide safety and all these other so-called necessities. I don't know what the fuck I was going to say. There you go. Provide for my fund for the onset of dementia. I think I've hit my head one too many times. Or been hit in the head one too many times. I don't know. I mean, really, what are you supposed to do? How are you supposed to band together when you can't even band people together in America? People used to think of themselves as Americans. That's one thing about Thais. They're very nationalistic. That's one thing about Japanese. They understand Chinese. They understand the power of nationalism. If you say, oh, make America great again. Oh my God, you racist. You're terrible. What? Oh, it's like, wait a minute. So we're not supposed to make our country great? How about we just say, make America great? Is there anything wrong with that? Am I allowed to say that nowadays? And this is one reason I don't give a fuck about America anymore. Excuse my French again. Sorry, Mom. I didn't mean to use the F word, the F-bomb. Make Patia great again, yeah. How about make Starbucks great again? But I said it the other day, and nobody really listened or thought about it, but they fucking raised the prices again. Bastards. They're always raising their prices. You want a donut here, it's like 50 baht for a donut. $1.50 for a donut. You get one in fucking Dunkin' Donuts or, what is the other one? Krispy Kreme. It's 29 baht. What makes, and they're better than Starbucks donuts, I can tell you that, 100%. You know what I mean? A water, I don't even know how much a water is. Didn't I get a water? Oh, yeah. I wonder how much the waters are. I think they're still 25, but they probably know nobody's going to pay 30 baht for a freaking Starbucks water. But I could be wrong. I don't have a problem with people saying that. Oh, let's see here. Hang on. Let me read this comment real quick because this was a good one. This is a guy who writes. He leaves a comment every once in a while. Adamo Coruscant. It was a really long one. What happened to that one? Okay, let me read this. I remember the good old days when I was only irked by the idea of having to spend 2 weeks of my vacation in quarantine and prove I have a vaccine to go to Thailand. Now I have to show proof everywhere and follow these Mickey Mouse measures that won't stop the common cold from being transmitted, let alone COVID in my home city, to go to McDonald's. Man, what a chowderhead I was. Have a good one, man. Fight the good fight. Well, thank you. That's about... Yeah, I don't know what we're supposed to do. That's the thing, JRD, you got all the answers. Give me an answer. Give me, actually, I kiss my wife with that mouth. As long as I don't have stank breath, like morning breath. I'm very aware of the prices. Listen, I've been walking 7 or 8 kilometers a day. Good morning, Longhorns. Hope you feel better. And I've been doing my damn push-ups, so... And I'll tell you what, walking is much harder for me than it was just 2-3 years ago. It is quite a bit harder. Let me get this espresso. All right, here we go. I'll never be able to do pull-ups again, buddy. It's not because I'm not strong enough. It's because my joints are fucking thrashed. Everything's thrashed. My hands, you know. Yeah, well, you don't see me eating a donut. I just know because I just looked at the water. They did not raise the price of the water. Listen, I only did about 8 or 10 pull-ups when I was in high school. But now, forget about it. I can barely open a bottle. I can barely open a bottle of water with this hand. Right now, my hand doesn't hurt, and this one was open. But if you give me like a bottle of, I don't know, pickles, give me a bottle of pickles, tell me to open up the jar. Maybe I can. Chances are I can with my left hand. My right, okay. Just about everybody I know who is older, Longhorns included, has shoulder problems. My wife, me, my mother, all kinds of people. Speaking of cost, before I get into this other comment, you know that they are canceling exports of pork from Thailand for 3 months because the prices are going up here, which I have noticed quite a bit. Yeah, you do, and I am paying dearly. And my wife said it to me in the beginning, and I used to get pissed at her. I'm not pissed off about it now because it is true. When you're young, listen, I used to ride a motorcycle. That's all I rode when I was younger, and I was a madman. I mean, I just did stupid stuff because I just wanted to prove I could go around the corner at 75 miles an hour, and just like what do they call the drift people, the drift guys or whatever they are, those guys that they ride around in circles on the motorcycle. I just wanted to do it, just to do it, and then I'd go down, and the next thing I know, I'd be like, I'm screwed for a couple of weeks, and then the injuries stick with you. So, but anyway, I don't want to get onto that. About the price, I was talking about last couple of weeks. I talked about how chicken. It used to be 86 baht for 2 chicken breasts. Now it's 116 baht. Okay? That's just chicken. It's gonna have 30 baht. That's almost fucking 30%. That's huge. I don't care what anybody says. There are some great prices in Thailand. There are some things that are priced very reasonably. Like staff, like apartments, condos, houses, Thai food. Although Thai food, the price is rising, but it's pretty stable right now, I would say. But then there are so many things that the price is exactly the same as back home or more expensive. You want a freaking avocado here? Unless you get a Thai avocado, which in my opinion are not all that good. And those are like 3 for 100 baht, and they got seeds in them and stuff. But you get some other avocado. You're lucky if you get it for 89 baht, which is about $2 and fuck. Okay, all right. Hang on a second here. My personal shopper is contacting me. Sinka, Motka. All right, hang on one second. Let me take care of this. I got the delivery going from Happy Fresh to my house, and my personal shopper just contacted me and said some of the items are out of stock. There you go. Where's my personal shopper at? All right, here we go, syncing. Oh shit, the message is coming through. Hang on one second, guys. Sorry about this. 45 messages from the chick. I said, buy everything. If you don't have it, exchange it for something comparable. มีสินค้าแล้วนะคะ Okay, thank you. You know, this is the thing, and you know, I know I'm not the only one who said this, but you know, sometimes you just bitch for the sake of bitching, which is not always good. But like, my wife says, you're never gonna be happy. No matter, they give you, if their service is too good, you bitch, and if their service isn't good enough, you bitch. It's gotta be right in the middle. It's gotta be perfect. It's like when the waitress, you're like, where's the waitress? And then she comes and she's like hovering over you to make sure you're, do you want some more water? Can I give you some tea? And you're like, get out of here. That's me. All right, let me go on here. Print money equals economy becomes unbalanced. Yeah, we're all fucked. Can we just acknowledge that? We're all fucked. All you can do is put one foot in front of the other every day. Try to put a smile on your face. You know, have a drink every once in a while if you really need it. Or a puff if that's what you're into. Do the hokey pokey with whatever friend or lady you have or whatever you are into. And, you know, have as much fun as you can and make it to the end. And the end being as far away as possible as long as you're not shitting your pants. There you go. That's my view on life. Happy New Year. Another guy says, will this shit ever end? Economy in the dump and people struggling. Time to open things up. Yes. Here's another one. I put off all, this was from Lee. How you doing, Lee? Lee, one of the members of the channel. He says, I put off all international travel for this year until I see things greatly improve globally with the virus. Just saw on Reuters that Thailand has increased from a level 3 to level 4 due to a 48% increase in cases since January 1st, 2022. Yes, that is true. Don't worry. This is what I think it was John or no, it was Steve that I wrote to. Don't worry, be happy. You got to accentuate the positive. You know, it's like being stuck in a pile of shit. And you know you're gonna die. And somebody's standing, come on, just smile. Stop being negative. It's like, all right, well, so, you know, I'm not being negative, but I'm gonna die. You know, it's like, it is what it is, man. And this is the thing. If I don't win first place, second place, or third place, don't give me a freaking trophy. I don't want the participation trophy. You know what I'm saying? If we got to be happy just to appease other people, then, you know, something's wrong. I just want to be real. I'm just keeping it, what is it? Keeping it on the 100. Yeah, well, isn't Bitcoin in the shitter right now? It's already went down to, what, 41.7 or something like that? Hello, good morning to you, sir. Kunsakat Yukibon Tumat. Oh, Yukibon. Gennaro with his pigeon tie. I love it. If they print, yeah. Holding Bitcoin is playing life in easy mode. I guess, I don't know. Right now, it was, the last I looked last night, it's been down. Fire department, EMS here in New York is about 4,000 members. We have 800 out with plus test. Pretty bad. And how many of them are in the hospital? Curious to know. Obviously, that's pretty important. Cambodia looking better than Thailand. Thinking about canceling my trip to Thailand. Wow. What was it I said a few years ago? Cambodia is catching up to Thailand. Well, they are catching up, and in some ways, I don't think they'll ever catch up. They don't have as many natural resources as Thailand. They're not At least as of now, they're not really set up for tourism the way Thailand has been. I don't know if Thailand's still set up for tourism now. All right, here's another one. This one comes from one of my favorites. He's an old subscriber and member of my website and channel. The streets are awash in homeless people. Thailand does not give a damn about the poor and helpless. Well, yeah, I don't know. You know, to me, it kind of seems like if a government cares about anything, it's because it benefits the government. Even if they're donating money and helping, it's because it fosters relations or this or that. They're not doing it just out of altruism. Now, I don't know that the streets are awash with homeless. I mean, there are more beggars than I've seen in a long time. However, in this area, I mean, I see, depends on where I am. I don't usually see more than 3 at any time. You know, if I walk across the street, I walk across on the overpass here, it's where they hang out because they know a lot of people are coming and going, and they'll just throw them a few by. But generally, there's not more than 1 or 2 up there at any time, and it's been like that for as long as I've lived here. So I don't know that it's increasing, but I know in Pattaya, it was, and it might be, and maybe somebody who's there now can confirm that, but trying for Thailand in June. That's my personal best. Yeah, maybe June. Let the weak die and the strong live. Let us get on with living. Well, you know, yeah. I mean, hey, if you want to wear a mask, wear a mask. Pollution in Bangkok is freaking horrible lately. And so it wouldn't be a bad idea to wear some kind of decent mask that guards against the PM 2.5 particles. You know, with the pollution. Now, I just want to get the fuck out of here, honestly. And my wife knows it and everything. She's like, yeah, well, we got one problem. You always forget that. I always think, I want to do this. I'm not going to worry about the money. Eventually, I'll achieve the goal. Now, it doesn't always happen. You know, I still haven't got to the Congo yet because it's cost a freaking arm and a leg to go there and to be halfway safe. But, you know, eventually I'm pretty confident. A couple of years, if we are still here, we'll be somewhere, I think, that's a little more both of our speeds. Now, let me see if I can find this one here. There are at least a dozen panhandlers within a 3 mile of where I live, and I'm in a nicer part of town. You go to town, there are hundreds, if not thousands. You mean in Vegas? Listen, I would not plan to come to Thailand unless you plan on living here and you've got the wheels in motion. It's not by the sea. It's an hour and a half away, depending on the traffic. It's in the jungle, is where it is. Now, where's the other one that he left? Now this is not about anything to do with the virus, and I kind of laugh at this, but this guy writes, Thai people will kill you with absolutely no recourse for you. 10 Thais will jump on one old man, and they think that's fair. Thai thinking. Now, while this may be true in some cases, I find that the majority of people who get jumped by 10 Thais, they get jumped because they are talking all kinds of shit, or they're drunk and they're getting way out of line. They're doing things they shouldn't, or they're bitching and moaning because, like the guy who got chopped with the samurai sword. You know, he's complaining about 10 or 20 baht. He's willing, you know, listen, I understand, you know, it's about the principle, but, you know, when it comes down to it, how important is the freaking principle if it really means, if 10 baht means that much to somebody? And I don't mean because he's, you know, he's filthy rich and he's just being cheap. I'm talking about some guy's driving a taxi and the 10 baht means that much to him. Why get out and get into a big skirmish with him and risk going to jail and do all these things? Why not just give him the freaking 10 baht and say, fuck it? 10 baht is, you know, you're not talking about 10,000 baht. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I think the only time that I got assaulted in Thailand, it wasn't in Bangkok. It was in Phuket, and it was at a bar, and it was well, it happened twice. And they both of them were ladyboys. And no, I didn't have the issue with the ladyboy. One, there was a girl with the ladyboy, and the girl was leaving with me, and I had my arm around her or something, and I got hit with a shoe behind the head, and I was like, what the hell? I didn't even know what happened. And then so the thing turned around and thought he got away with it, or she got away with it, or whatever it was. I don't know what to call him, because if it's chopped off, then you're supposed to call him a she. If it's not chopped off, it's still a he. I don't know. You know. Anyway, that was I blasted that one. That was done. And another time I almost got in trouble with the police because of what happened, but I'm not going to get into it. It's suffice to say, it was in a bar, and I didn't do anything to these people. It was one of those things where they thought they could get away with it, and they tried to, and they didn't get away with it. They got fucked up. And I did in Singapore, and I wrote about this. I did have a bit of a skirmish at the 4 Floors of Horrors, which was great. It ended about as good as it could have ended, which was, it provided a good story. But for the most part, and I'll read you what I wrote back to this guy. In all seriousness, I can be serious sometimes. I wrote back to him, come on, there are people in the streets of America knocking out the elderly for fun, and people get jumped quite regularly. I mean, on a regular basis, people are getting mugged in cities in America and stuff like that. Nobody complains about that from Thailand. In general, Thailand is far safer than the United States. Thais will band together to give a beating, granted, but seldom is the receiver completely undeserving. So, you know, there's a way to stand up here and respond to a situation you don't think is fair. And that way is, you definitely do not, they're open now, you definitely do not get aggressive and jump up and down and start screaming and yelling. You don't do that. I mean, I understand sometimes people get carried away and all that, but if you can help it, don't do that. I've said this many times before. Don't do it. Just stay calm. Staying calm is a good thing. But speaking of staying calm, I watched 2 episodes last night of Joe Montana, Cool Under Pressure. Okay? And that's really, and you know, it's not easy. But if you're getting shit from some people here, you know, the best thing you can do is keep your calm and don't get aggressive, because if you do get that way, in their minds it may justify someone issuing a beating. I don't remember the guy's name who was in Pattaya and he got the shit beat out of him by some taxi driver, moto driver or something. I don't know if the guy's even in there's so many douchebags that go to Thailand and get involved in stuff like that, and they have problems. I don't know what the guy's name was, but he got his ass kicked. He got smacked around by some Thai moto driver, and then it's like, you know, he thinks he's somebody gives a shit. Nobody cares. Believe me, I may talk on the stream and I may say my opinions, all that kind of stuff. But when it comes to Thai people in general, I try to be very, very respectful of their opinions and you know, and I think if you do that just about anywhere, that eliminates 98% of the problems. If you go out and you're, you know, like you're screaming and yelling, I'll never forget in the beer garden, this Italian guy screaming and yelling at this girl. He was drunk. He gave her some money. She gave her the change, and he's saying she then immediately, oh, you ripped me off, you ripped me off, you ripped me off. No, hey, you know what? I think you might have made a mistake. No, he just went to level, you know, to the red line. And there you go. It's your 2 minutes. No? Oh. Huh? I get the snub. I don't think she even knew I wanted her to wave. Anyway. Oh yeah. Yeah, the guy's screaming and yelling at this poor girl. She's like shivering behind the cash register. She's like shaking like a leaf. She's scared shitless that this guy's gonna like kill her. And I said to the guy, I go, hey, calm down. You know, I mean, at the most, the guy, if she really did rip the guy off, she ripped him off for like $15. Now, I knew the girl. She'd been working there forever. She never had any problems that I'd seen. And I said to the guy, I go, you know, you really ought to calm down a little bit, because you're never going to get your money back. If there was a mistake, you're never going to get your money back. If there's a mistake, you can come back tomorrow, and they will. If they're being honest, you have a chance of getting your money back just by being polite. Come back the next day after they tally the register. And guess what he said to me? I've run into several Westerners in Thailand that deserved an ass kicking. My wife had to intervene. Yeah, I don't want to get into those kind of situations anymore. And, you know, there was a time when I didn't want to, but if they came about, I wouldn't walk away. And I don't think that's, looking back, I don't think that's the brightest way to do things. Daniel, some homes on the street, the real is too many crazy people on the street, too little police. You know what? I think that the craziness, I mean, listen, where do you think they came up with that line in The Joker where he goes, is it me or is it just getting crazier out there? The crazier it gets, the worse it's going to get. And the reason it's getting crazier is because it's already bad, so bad that people are... Think about right now what's going on. People, the Italian guy told me, fuck you. And then I was like, ooh, okay. And I did hit him. I hit him and he was out. Just about out. He didn't know where the hell he was. But he was drinking. And his Thai girlfriend said, let's go, let's go. She started getting him to walk away. And then he kind of came to and he's like, I'm going to get that guy. And I told the girl in Thai, I said, I'm going to stick a bottle up that guy's ass if he doesn't get out of here. Because by this time, all the staff was around, and that was a long time ago. My nickname for a long time was Sunblock at that beer garden. And all I did was hit him with a little jab. You know, it wasn't anything. It wasn't like I was exhibiting professional skills or anything. I just cracked him one. He needed a little shot in the mouth. He was such an asshole. And you know, it's one thing if you know. I try to you mind your own fucking business. Try to stay out of it. Just like I did when the guy here, you know, the girl, the one girl that came in, the crazy girl who came in. Well, there was a time. I didn't really have the size to be a bouncer, you know. Anyway, all that's a bunch of bullshit. Doesn't really matter. Let's see here. I thought somebody loaded a real long one. I don't know if I accidentally deleted it or what. I don't think I did, but yeah. Remember the other day I did the whole top five list, which I really want to do that again and narrow it down to my top five. But this guy, Steve, who's a friend of mine, and he's been on the channel. I did a video the other day. I put up a video from before. He was at my house and he was cooking with me and my wife and his wife. He's a guy who's looking into Portugal. And so he says Portugal is as good as we say. Man, I have to make my mind up. The place looks good there. He's in Australia. He wants to get the hell out of there. You know, which you can't blame him. The tolerance is a tool of communism to disrupt the family structure and make government daddy. Is Gennaro still disappointed that you didn't get that crazy girl's number? I don't know. Gennaro, you know, he's a player. Gennaro's a player. I'm not. I never was. I think these girls are in big trouble if Gennaro comes over here. You know, one of them said to me today, I think it was T, and she said, oh, I'm so tired. And I said, yeah, me too. Join the club. And I said, why are you tired, you know? She said, every day I'm working. Every day. I'm tired and I'm bored. I was like, welcome to life, honey. You know, you get a little bit. There you go, you see? Gennaro is smitten with beer, and then guess what? I give you beer. I present to you Miss Beer. Again? There you go, Gennaro. There's your fix of the day. I don't know. They're all the same in the end, you know. They're women. You too much, yeah. You too much, Gennaro. You too much. Do we have any others here that I really wanted to read? What was that one? I'm trying to find this one that I really wanted to read. I understand everyone fleeing from Straya, switching from freedom to Gestapo in a day. Not me, man. I'll tell you what, I want to hide out. If I had it my way, I'd live in some freaking cave underground. You know, I'd come out like Batman. There'd be some area that nobody knows about, and I'd like zoom out on my Batmobile, my Scottmobile, and just zip out, and then I go on the road and everybody be like, well, I've never seen this guy before. Well, he comes out once in a great while. I don't see him all that often. You know. All right, here's another one. When you're in Thailand, this is from the video. When you're in Thailand, mind your own business. If you had not been in Thailand, this would not have happened. That is a Thai mentality for many issues. Yeah, 58. Okay, yeah, please leave a thumbs up. Don't forget, if you haven't done so already, I'd appreciate it. Thumbs up, subscribe. I used to watch that show on Vice with, what's the guy's name? David Cho. Thumbs up, what the hell was it? Thumbs up, Los Angeles, thumbs up, I forget. I think he went across Asia or something like that. He went across, where the hell did he go across? Was it Russia? I can't remember anymore. I haven't watched it in a long time. A lot of people want to move out of Australia, but many want to leave. What? A lot of people want to move out of Australia, but many want to leave. I think you mean a lot of people want to come to Australia, but many want to leave. Someone's reality is someone else's dream. Agreeing. Yeah, I've watched that. Yeah, I don't think it's still on. I think it's old now. It's done. I get tired of the podcast after a little while, you know. Yeah, you know, this is the thing. Who wants all these rules? I mean, it's good when they truly protect you, when you have laws that protect you, and they really protect you without infringing on someone else's life when it shouldn't, you know. I mean, but look at the United States. What kind of bullshit is it where if somebody steals something under, what is it, $900, you don't go to jail? You don't get arrested? Shit, I need to move over there and start stealing things under $900 and just, like, you know, get a storage unit and just put them all in there. I mean, really, what's to stop people from doing that? It's just stupid. Yeah, but he used to have a hitchhiking show. It was his first real show. I think it was. It was before that, I think maybe it was just after he got rich from Facebook or whatever. I don't really remember. Yeah, I mean, you know, yeah, thumbs up. What are we going to call this? Thumbs up Thailand? Yeah, and he went with his cousin. What was his cousin's name? Harry? I think it was Harry Kim or something. He was a funny little guy. Thailand is a base. Yeah, I mean, I see it. And, you know, like Soy Dog Cowboy and Longhorns, at least in the past. And many people, they've come here for, you know, especially people from the Scandinavian countries where it's very cold. They come over here for half the year. And even the guy I met this guy the other day from Finland. And yeah, he's with this lady. I see the lady every once in a while, and I've said hello to her a couple times. She had a couple kids. Now, you know, it's like years later. She's been coming here for years. And the kids are older, and they're running around, and she's got this guy. I think he's her new boyfriend or whatever. Anyway, he's from Finland. He's talking about living here part-time. I said something about him, mentioned something about him the other day. And, you know, I get it. I understand it. I just don't know that right now is the time to start making plans. You know, you can plan. Okay, Thailand's my choice A, but choice B needs to be as good as choice A. At least right now. And then you have a choice C, and that should really be like choice B. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, what kind of bullshit is that? It's the same in the UK, I believe. I don't know. I'm not sure if it is or not. What does my choice be? Well, you know, I got to make my choices. I can always fall back on America, at least temporarily, until I figure something else out. And then from there, it's, yeah, I don't know if I could live in Costa Rica. It's a beautiful place, and I don't know if I could live there. Or Ecuador. I mean, I've really thought about it. I need to go there, check it out, get the feel for it. I think I'm more into the European thing. The thought of Portugal intrigues me. I don't know, you know? But we always have the United States. So, yeah, I don't know if I'd want to live in Mexico. I don't know. I got to think about that. It's been a long time since I've been there. And I've been there many times in the past. But it's been many years. You know, the thing is that just like I say here, don't come to Thailand unless you're coming with a company that's going to set you up and they're going to provide somebody to give you cultural training and all that kind of thing. I would say come here. And I used to say, if you remember, I used to say, come here for 6 months, come here for a year, and get the lay of the land. Now I'm like, you know what? Stay for a month or two. Figure it out quick. Don't piss around. You know, things are different now. Even back then, that was difficult for somebody to stay 6 months. Listen, if they stayed 3 months back then, it was 3 to 6 months. I would have said, that's probably pretty good. And even Jono said, listen, you know, how many people got enough money to go to 3 or 4 or 5 different places to see, hey, should I live in this place? You know, it's expensive. And, you know. Hey, isn't this song the song from Intervention? The show. The reason I know Intervention, the show, is because of the boxer Rocky Lockridge, who I met many years ago. I felt bad, and I watched him in his whole career, and I felt bad to see that he had really severe problem with drugs. But anyway, let's see here. No, Andy, need to be in Australia full-time prior to retirement. In the past, did affect the pension. Okay, well, that's good. Scott, I think you would freak out in any Western country. You missed a lot of, let's call it, progression. Thumbs up. Sorry, Andy, 2 years before retirement. Yeah, I think... Listen, I tell this story about when I went back to the United States the last time, which is now it's going on 4 years. And we went out to Burger King. And then it was like, oh, can I have a slice of pizza? Okay. And so then, you know, let me have a slice of pizza. So we got like 2 slices of pizza from Sbarro's, and we got like a meal from Burger King. It was 50 fucking bucks. I'm like, $50 for this shit? Are you kidding me? And I was like, what? I was in shock. Mexico residence visa is very easy backup plan, and so is Portugal, by the way, which I mentioned the last time. It's only, and so is another place that I just saw this yesterday. Is Albania, which is like less than $1,000 a month. You need to prove you have $1,000 a month coming in, which is, you know, easy for most people. If they're really thinking about living somewhere, $1,000 should be a piece of cake. But in Albania, and it is a poor country, but that's a place, it's something like $11,100 a year you need to prove. And in Portugal, it's 665 euro. I don't know about the Ukraine, man. I just don't like the whole Russian thing and what's going on and what's been going on. I have a second place on the beach in Mexico, Tom. Oh, something smells really good. Come and go as you like. Never expires. Mucho Progreso. Yeah, I don't know about the Ukraine. You know, I thought about going there, you know, right before my hip surgery, if you remember, for people who've been around that long. I thought about going there and covering the little conflict that broke out. It's good I didn't go for numerous reasons, but Cocoa Beach, oh, okay. Isn't that where I Dream of Jeannie, where Jeannie and, what the hell was his name? Master, what was his name? Tony, or whatever his name was? Anthony, or I can't remember what the guy's name was it was Larry Hagman. I can't remember, but I think they lived in Cocoa Beach. 2 months ago in Phuket, will never return to Australia. The biggest problem here is the language and Thai logic. Oh, God. Well, I'm glad you found a great woman. The language is that you can get over that. The logic, you never get over it. As I like to say, Westerners and Asians, and I'll just say Asians, I won't say Thais, are wired differently. So the way that they arrive at their decisions is different, and they may arrive at the same decision in some cases. Many times they won't, but they're wired differently than we are. If you talk to just about any Thai woman, everything's about family. In America, it's not always about the family. It's about me, 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 me. I think Croatia's a bit expensive to live and to retire to. I don't know. I mean, you know, a little bit more expensive than some of the other places. Spock would have an aneurysm. Yeah, there you go. That's about the size of it. Does not compute. Let me see something here. I gotta look at this. I'm curious to know, Chris Bucko. You've been 2 months in Phuket. You've been to Thailand before, though, I assume. I mean, you know, you've spent time here. You've traveled here. You know the country a little bit. Okay. Good luck. That's all I'm going to tell you. Good luck, buddy. You've never been here. You found a great girl, and you've been here 2 months. I'm just going to say good luck, because you're going to need it, buddy. I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm just saying do not base it on the woman. Oh, I found myself a great girl. Sorry, dude. That ain't a good enough reason to stay here. 2 months, somehow I doubt you know her all that well, especially if you don't know how to speak the language. You know, I would say, like I say all the time, and like Thai women say, Dunanan. Look at her for a long time. Have you proposed marriage yet? Let's go into the film. Danny, very good. Danny, good husband, always happy. Given up trying to understand my Thai wife. Learn to smile a lot, though. Yeah, God, I don't understand my wife either sometimes. I'll be honest, and I've been with her for 22 years, and I don't always understand her. But, you know, do you really understand a girlfriend back home in the States if you're American? I never did. Yeah, retirement visa, okay, that's great. It's good you got, you're proper, you're set. But, you know, so you may stay, but, you know, I would say give that relationship some time and don't stay here for just for her. Two months of good sex are enough to hook anyone in. Have to build up a tolerance. There you go. And you will become tolerant. You know, after a while, you know, I mean, really, it's like, listen, my wife's, I'll tell a little story here. I'll get personal. All right? I forgot my wife had told me about this. And she said to me, I need to go to the temple in Chinatown. She told me like a week or two ago, I need to go to the temple in Chinatown. I go, whatever. She's not real religious. Everything is not about, you know, Buddha. Buddha says this. It's not like that. Not at all. So let's be clear about that. But once in a while, she feels like she needs to go to the temple for good luck or for, you know, to make merit or whatever. So yesterday, where the hell was I? Was I streaming yesterday? Did I stream yesterday? I might have streamed yesterday. I don't remember. I'm trying to think. No, it wasn't yesterday. I forget what I was doing. I was exercising. And then I went to the grocery. So I come back and she says, I got to go to the temple. I said, okay. I go, why are you going to the temple again? She goes, oh, I'm going to bring the kids too. I said, why are you bringing them? They don't want to go with you. Yeah, but they need to go with me. I said, okay. I'm not going to argue. They'll go, you know. I said, why are you going? Year of the Snake. I said, this year is Year of the Tiger. This is my year. I'm born in Year of the Tiger. Why are you going if it's Year of the Tiger? Well, last year was Year of the Snake. I want this year to be better. So we're going to go down to the temple in Chinatown and you know, pray and make merit. And that way, hopefully, this year will be better. You should go too. I said, I'm not going. No, I'm not going. I don't believe in religion. And while I would usually do it if it, you know, if I felt like it, and if I just felt like going out, I didn't feel like going anywhere. I just worked out, just exercised. I was freaking tired. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna go. Okay. Now, to me, it's like ghosts. I never seen a ghost. I've never seen a ghost. I don't believe in them. I have a hard time watching science fiction movies or horror movies, and especially slasher movies, because I'm like, okay, yeah, somebody gets slashed once in a while, but for the most part, if you know somebody is down in the cellar, why are you going down there? Why don't you go make a phone call, get your cell phone, walk across the street, go to your friend's house, make a quick phone call for the police, wait for them to come, and then, you know, don't go down into the cellar by yourself so that you can get cut apart. I never got that. I believe in, like, what I think is reality. I don't think ghosts are reality. You know, I don't think Casper, the friendly ghost, is real. I think he's a cartoon. And so I could have easily said to her, why are you going to go for that, you know, the Year of the Snake? First of all, I don't really even know if I believe in any of that shit. I don't believe in horoscopes. It's kind of like a fortune teller. They tell you everything that, you know, could possibly be applied to you so that something you can go, oh yeah, that's me too. Yeah, there you go, Tom. So you understand exactly what. And I go, listen. It's like when I say I don't want to get involved in relationships, which I don't. I don't give a shit about my friends' relationships. I want them to be happy and all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, listen. If you want a little advice, I'll help you out. Other than that, that's it. It stops. I don't want to get involved. I don't want to. None of that. You don't need it. Figure it out for yourself. I don't get involved in that. Don't get involved in religion because I'm not a religious person. If it works for you, great. Yeah, exactly. That's very Libra of you. You see how that fits? But I don't believe in ghosts. I mean, it's like when you go to the I've always thought about this. Oh, when you go to the Roman Colosseum, you must feel something. Yeah, you probably do. You can call it spirits. You can call it a ghost. You can call it whatever you want. Maybe it's the knowledge that hundreds and thousands of people have passed through there, and many have been killed. Some by lions, some by bears, some by other gladiators or whatever. But I don't believe in it. So anyway, what's this guy's name here? Chris Bucko. I wish you well. I think if you don't have any experience here and you just jump into a relationship in 2 months, that's all I can say. I wish you well. I don't want to. My mama told me not to say, if I couldn't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. So I'll just say, good luck. There you go, All right, where's more of these? He sounds vaguely like 48. He sounds just like what's the guy's name? I don't remember his handle, but it's the guy who always says, it's Andrew, the guy who always says Thailand is paradise. It's the best, man. It's the best. In many ways, it's a fantastic place. I don't know what to say. It's a fantastic place, but you got to be real. It's like for every hot chick that there is, there's some guy that got bored with her. Yeah, that's it. And I'm starting to think like that the government is really who is full of the largest number of chowderheads. The governments around the world, they're full of chowderheads. Yeah, if you're still there, Mr. Bucko, check for Chowderhead, and then get yourself a T-shirt that says "Wake up, Chowderhead." There's my little segue into the. I would not want to work here in a work environment. I've worked in 2 places here, or 3 places. One was a British language school. Another, let me think here. Another was the boxing company, which was basically a Thai, Aussie kind of thing. And then the other one was, what was the other one? Canadian guy ran the company. And the boxing was pretty easy because I didn't have to get into too many meetings or anything like that. But half the time I did, if I had something to say, I had to keep it like to 2 or 3 sentences, and that was it. Otherwise, people don't stay focused here. in my opinion. A lot of people don't stay focused. Maybe it's how it is in the United States, and I've forgotten. I don't know, but yeah. Well, I think he's gone now at this point. I don't think he's still listening in. I don't know, but one other thing I always said was, it's only you. You are the only person who has the ability to open up your wallet or give them the PIN code to your ATM or your bank account number and the bank book and some paper that okays them taking money out. You put their name on your bank book or something like that. Cannot. Listen, and what I did was pretty informal. Even with the boxing, it was pretty informal because we didn't really deal with the ties all that much when it came to the business aspect of it. We didn't have to really do anything real serious where it was like day to day. We're gonna have to meet on this, and then we'll get this approved and move. No, I did everything. That's pretty much what I did. You know, I took care of all the shit, and I didn't have to talk to anybody about it except the guy in charge. But I see how my wife works. I see how the people the other day were working here, and how, you know, it's just like a lot of times it's just what this one guy used to say was, it's busy work. You know, let me see if we can get this straight here. Now this place is filling up. It's busy work, you know, they just want to keep busy. So they talk and talk and talk, and they ask many questions, and then nothing really comes out of it, or whatever comes out of it could have been done in, you know, a matter of seconds. Let me see if this is, actually, it's that way in the States. Apathy and indifference runs rampant here. Well, apathy runs rampant there unless it has to do with being politically correct. And then everybody seems to care. And I know that really everybody doesn't care. A lot of people don't give a shit. But the news will make you believe that everybody cares. You know, sometimes I think the best way is just to live on a boat out in the middle of the frickin' ocean, or, you know, some port. I always liked that channel, Sailing La Vagabond. I think that's what it was. Sailing La Vagabond. And I just thought, wow, you know, if some place starts getting on your nerves, you start getting irritated with the place, you just go, all right, fuck it, I'm out of here. You know, hey, it's time to take off. It's time to go. Let's get out of here. You know, start them engines up. Let's go. Lift the sail. Hoist the sail. Let's go. I'd probably sink the boat, though, so that's why I don't do that. You know. But that, you know, when you think about it, it sounds pretty damn good. Happy Street. Ugh. You really want me to walk over to Happy Street? Are you serious? Do I even have any money left? Your videos before first visit, I have to say I've been unfair and sensitive when I smell the scam, but the girl may have just told the truth. Well, hey, better safe than sorry. Because I can tell you that if you're coming over here, and especially it depends on where you are and what kind of people you're hanging out with. You're hanging out with good people. It doesn't necessarily mean you're not gonna get scammed or nothing's gonna happen or anything like that. You know, I mean, it could be that, you know, she's a very well-educated, very nice person and all that, and she still scams you. Or she could be some chick from the farm who doesn't know anything, and she won't scam you. She doesn't have a pot to piss in, but she's not going to scam you because she likes you, or it's not in her nature, or whatever it is, you know. A boat is a hole in a body of water into which you throw money. Yeah, I know. My old man had a couple of boats, and I just remember it was, you know, it's always $2,000 for this. It's, $1,000 a month for that, and it's always shell out the money. The only thing is that you can get the hell out of Dodge really quick. You don't have to drive away. You drive away, you're out in the middle of the friggin', you're out in the ocean somewhere. And to me, that seems a little bit better than driving down the freeway. I don't know. Start your engines. All right, so if I gotta go over to Happy Street, I can do that. I'm just thinking, do you guys really want me to go to Happy Street? Let's see here. Okay, oh, I got a little bit, yeah. Well, and that's the other thing. If you're gonna marry a Thai girl, find an orphan. Not to be a smartass, but find an orphan. You're better off. Or find one that doesn't need your money, doesn't give a shit about your money. And that is not easy. Because I can tell you, even if they have money, they expect you to earn. And I had my share before I got married and everything. Listen, I ran around a little bit, but I had a few girls who I thought, something might happen out of this, and for whatever reason, it didn't work. And in the beginning, it was about communication, because maybe I didn't understand them and they didn't understand me. That got to be less of an issue as time passed. But money was something that, it's always something important. It's not always the most important thing, but, if the buffalo does die, and you're asked to pay for it, what are you going to do? And in some cases, it might really have died. I'm using that as an example, but you get what I'm saying. Now, let's see here. I love the duck lip selfies. Should I put the duck lips? Duck lip selfies. All right, so let me shut this down. Looks like I'm going across the street for you, Gennaro. You still here? Because if you're not, I'm not going. Where's Dallo when you need him? Anybody? Does anybody want to go to Happy Street? No, maybe not. Let's see here. Yeah, better than Sad Street. Gennaro, are you still here? Or maybe he left. Okay, you do what you want. You don't have to go. I'll go over there. I got to go home anyway, so I'm not going shopping. Every time I come here, I piss away money. I go to the grocery. Oh, well, we need this. We could use a little more of that. And yesterday I went and I was like, we could use some ground beef. We're out of ground beef, and I might as well get a little chicken. Then I go home. I My wife had just bought a bunch of meat, and the freezer is full. It's packed full, and I'm like, what am I doing? I'm not catering to anybody. I don't cater to men, and I don't cater to women. No offense. What do you want me to say? I mean, no. Sorry. Sorry, honey. You come to the wrong channel. I mean, you know, you ask me a question, I'll, you know, if I can answer it, great, but I don't cater to men. Some people, some women like my channel, and some people don't. Men and women. So there you go. Anything else? And that's the name of that tune. So they can come over and get the glasses this time. Let's see. The men audience, what's a men audience? I mean the male audience? The male audience has become stale. I don't dispute that, but you know, sometimes things happen. Sometimes things get changed up. I do some different stuff. Every once in a while I have a fucking phenomenal stream. Every once in a while, you know. Considering that I've been doing it for like, what, almost 9 years now. It's pretty tough. Yeah, I know. It's funny though. It's funny. It's probably Chuck just giving me a hard time. It's probably Chuck. Chuck's trolling me. Gender equality. Lynn, I'm gonna tell you, sweetie. No offense, but this is a long established channel, and I am the way I am. I am what I am, as Popeye said. If you prefer Asian women to get married, there are many non-Thai women living and working with decent pay in Bangkok. Korean, Japanese. Yeah, good luck with that, Sabaidi. Good luck with that. I'll tell you right now. Good luck with that. You know what the majority of Korean women and Japanese women, you know what they are doing in Bangkok? They're there with their husbands who are working in Thai companies or with a Japanese company based here. That's what they're doing. So, there you go. All right, how am I going to get out of here? Let me think about it. I'm not going out those stairs up there. We'll go up the escalator a little more smooth. Look at this place now. Hey Scott, you need to cater more to the. What's next? I need to cater more to, you know. Thank you, Chris. Good luck, really. I do mean that. Good luck. Oh God. Goodbye, Lynn. Goodbye, sweetie. Goodbye, honey. Oh, God. That's what happens on the channel when you become a troll, or whether you're female or not, makes no difference. What is your male channel, what has your male audience done for you? Well, they've done actually a lot. They've done a lot more than you might think, so I'm very grateful for that. But thank you, sweetie pie. Oh, I can't help myself. Promoting toxicity. Lynn, you live in a woke bubble of ideals. End of conversation. Well, let me just get it real simple. Okay? I don't have any problem speaking to people. I don't have any problem being nice to people. I don't have any problem with anybody. It's when you start saying, I need to speak to you a certain way because you're a woman or you're a man or you're in between or whatever it might be that you are, I draw the line. How about I just speak and I try to be considerate of other people? Don't you think that's probably the best way? Just be considerate. Be nice to people. I don't have a problem with whoever that person is. No problem at all. But when she comes on here asking me to change my show, it's just a bit of a joke because it's like, I'm going to change it all for you, sweetie pie? No, I don't think so. You know, so that's why I got to be like that. Anyway, time to go. Go woke and go broke. Yeah. You know, I have not been using my gimbal lately because I didn't expect to go. I hate people, so be honored I messaged you, mate. Well, I hate people too. And I'm serious, so thank you. It takes a while for me to not hate a person, but the majority of humans in general, that's what I don't like. We're heading over to Happy Street now. Happy Street, here we come. You miss Lynn already. Oh. I'm sure Baby Cakes will be back in some form or another. Luscious Lynn. See, he's laughing too. What? Sorry about that. Hang on a second. My thing is all screwed up. There we go. Well, oh well. What are you gonna do? I got enough shit to worry about, think about. Here we go. Let's see here if I can show you a little something. Every time I walk by, I show you. Pretty funny, he has the same last name as she does. Amazing, huh? Anyway, let's have fun. Let's just, you know, take our sweet ass time. There you go. I gotta be, you know, hey, listen, equality, man. Equality is what it's all about. I will not be getting a coconut drink today. Such a busy little area here. I don't use Streamlabs, no. Let's go for a pedicure. I wish I could. There's a place down the street from my house. The last time I went there, the lady got all freaked out because I came in there. She didn't know, I don't know what the hell her problem was. So I told my wife, I said, you're the one who goes there. Set it up for me. So that when I go in, she already is aware. We're just going there with me. So when that happens, I will. I need a mani-pedi, foot scrub. They just shut down the place. I walked by the place. It's empty now. There's nobody there. And they took everything down. There's one inside the mall, and it's like 2,100 baht. It's just like $65. I'm like, 65 bucks. It costs like $15 for everything. So they're a little bit overpriced. There's your girl right there. She's the coconut woman. She's a coconut woman. There's the coconut stall. Well, it is only 11 o'clock. Do I have any place I can sit? Oh, look at this. Jesus Christ, look at the size of this thing. Laws on that thing looks like it would rip me apart. Good morning and buenos dias. It just looks like we got some animals here. Hang on, I gotta get some money. Or do I? Yeah, I should. Yeah, how about that Thai music? Lovely. I'm sure it just demonetized my video, my stream. Thank you. Oh, you sons of bitches. God damn it. Sorry, we only have 1,000 baht notes. I will show in a minute. Missed that wicked bird, but we're gonna go back over there and check it out in a second. And I don't mean bird as in human, female. What the hell? Gamlang Tam Raika. Ugh. I've noticed that a lot more ATMs are having problems now. And I think it has to do with the chips. Oh, yeah, only 1,000. Look at this. I don't want 1,000 baht. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Chips, what chips? What chips you're talking about. In Thailand they have many chips. Oh, I don't know where the coconut girl went, but she was here a minute ago. And I don't want anything, so let's go take a look at this. I think this is an owl. This isn't a hawk. Wait until this thing rips somebody's finger off. He doesn't want to look at me. I don't know what that's for attacking squirrels or... What the hell is this? What is this? Is it chicken? I don't know what the hell these are. They look like chickens. Nah, you don't always have to sign the slip. Silky and Friends. Hey Joe, how you doing? And you know what's funny is they got the dog in there, and it goes so well with these, whatever the hell they are. So Silky is the dog, and these are his friends. What they probably did is they just sheared off all the hair of the chicken, and then they just put on these other little things. Oh, so lovely. It still look like chickens to me. Oh, you put that snake near that bird. Watch the snake go after him. I like this little bird right here. There's the bird to put on my shoulder right there. Do a live stream and put the bird on my shoulder. I like this one. It's very nice. It speaks 14 different languages, this bird. What do we got over here? Holy moly. Oh shit. What in the fuck is that thing? What's up, dude? That owl looks like it would mess you up in a minute. Yeah, very good. All right, well. Silky or the chicken breed. I just want to fry the little bastard up. Put it in the air fryer. Clean it up and put it in the air fryer. Poor little thing. Bearded dragon. Isn't that what you like, Gennaro? The bearded dragons? I'm waiting for somebody to stick their hand like near the owl. And I want to see what the owl does. Oh God. Yeah, you see? These people are like, oh, leave me alone. I don't want to get too close. There we go. It's probably because they fed him. He's probably well fed. That thing's like, hey, I don't need anything right now. Just don't get too close to me. I guarantee you stick your big toe in his face and see what he does. I can't help but laugh. You see how destroyed I am by Lynn? She utterly destroyed my day. But they have pictures over there where the thing's going after, oh man, his talons are gnarly. They have pictures of like squirrels and stuff, so I'm assuming that if you have a squirrel problem, this is the animal you want. Oh, he's putting the glove on. Yeah, this music's driving me nuts now. Oh, he didn't put the glove on yet. Doesn't take much to entertain me. A couple of lesbians fighting with some chick from the outside. You know, it's all good. Some chick coming in saying that I need to make my channel more female friendly. You know. Gennaro, I hope you're entertained. Well, this has been Happy Street. As you can see, it's a very happy place. Very happy people. Yeah, it really looks like it, doesn't it? Oh, God. Ooh, what happens if you bring another bird and put that other bird in its face? Well, it's you know what it is? The music is mesmerizing. It hypnotizes you. There you go, smiling face. You're not even supposed to be filming or recording in this place. They really take a, at least in the market, they really didn't like it very much. I was always like, what's the problem? But maybe it's because of the animals, who knows? Well, what do you want to do? Go up and stick the camera in their face so you can see their smiles? I mean, everybody's got masks on, that's the problem. Jesus Christ, lady. Yeah, what do you come? No, I'm sorry. ATM is shut down for the day. So's the coconut. There's no coconut girl right now. She's gone. Sorry to say that, but you see the stand is there now. Hey, I'm Scott and I'm an American on Happy Street. It's not too bad. I'm thinking about getting some lunch. It's only 11:20. Jesus Christ. Today is not a special day. It's your imagination. Oh, that's one of the old ladies that cooks for us over there that just walked by lugging those bags. Let's go get something to eat. Let's go inside here and get somebody to cook us up something. Of course, oh, Sankaya, so good, so tasty. And not too many people here yet, which means I'll be able to sit down somewhere. There's that one chick who, she's closed. I don't know, let me see. She's closed. Mama, no, oh, any of this shit. For Patsiu Gunga, piece na. Thank you, Mr. Joe. Choke D to you. Rap God is upstairs. No, Gennaro, I don't think you comprehend what I have to do to go to the Rap God and to come to the Coconut Girl. The Starbucks is on the ground floor. The G floor, as it's known here. I have to walk across the street to get to where I am now, Happy Land. This is Happy Land Food Center. This is where I am at the moment, Happy Land Food Center. See? This is across from the mall. The mall. Oh, fuck, this guy's over here bugging people again. Fucking guy. Nobody wants to give him any money. Oh, he's run out now. Now I kind of feel bad. You can't feel bad. Could have given the guy 20 baht. Jesus Christ. There you go. You know, once in a while that happens here. Anyway, getting back to what I was saying, you go across the street to get to Happy Land. It's across how many lanes? It's like 6 lanes, but really it's 4 right now, plus the Sky Train. So then if I was to walk back, I'd get to the ground floor of the mall. I have to walk all the way to the back of the mall and then go upstairs to the like 6th floor, 5th floor, and then the ramp, oh shit, spices. Rap God is there on the 5th floor. So, I mean, that's a 15-20 minute walk. Good idea. She had to go change clothes for me. Patsy U sounds good. Good exercise to make it all the way there. Come on, man. Worth the trip. Yeah, well, the Patsy U will be worth the trip. Everything will be fun. I'm fine with it. It's not a problem, but I'm just saying, it's not like I just take 2 minutes and I go and I'm right there. I'm at the Rap God. The Rap God is right here. It's not. There's no Rap God here. I'm not going back to the mall today. I got nothing to do, and quite frankly, I probably won't be out for another week now. I don't want to. Smell those chilies. So be prepared because the authentic Patsy U is on its way. Authentic. Anyway. Thank you. The food should be served directly. It'll be served up momentarily. Greatest foreign movie about Thailand? Anyone? Off the top of their head? Maybe I'll watch it today if I haven't seen it. Has the price increased? Well, it's been increasing over the past couple of years, but food costs are more expensive. This Patsy U is normally 50 baht, and I'm getting a special, so it'll be 60 baht. I'm getting an extra large. So it'll be 60 baht instead of 50. You know, I could have got P-Set back when I first got here for 20 baht. 15 baht even. So, you know, 15 baht to 50, that's a lot. I don't know about the price increases in the United States, but here, you know, like, if you've got, thank you. Now, I asked her for chicken. She gave me shrimp. Did I say shrimp? Maybe I did say shrimp. Yeah, well, you say that, but when it used to be $1 or 50 cents, yeah, I did say cool. I don't know why. I was looking at the pad thai. When it used to be 50 cents, just say, well, 75 cents, we'll say, 15 years ago, and now it's $2. You know, I bitch about the price at Starbucks, but it's pretty good to me. I bitch about the prices at Starbucks, and to me, Starbucks is totally not worth it. I mean, okay, coffee prices are getting more and more expensive. I understand that they're, you know, their coffee is not that good. Listen, that place I went the other day, that coffee was far better than Starbucks. Much, much better. And it was 50 baht for a coffee. 50 baht versus 110. So, you know, there's gigantic differences. I don't live in the past, but I do compare what the costs were and what they were a year ago and what they are now. So. Does taste pretty good too. Yeah, I mean, when you compare it to other countries, price is still very good. Price of Thai food. However, when you compare the price here from say a few weeks ago or a couple of years ago, and you see that there's the price of something goes from 86 baht to 116 baht, that's pretty important. And I love these guys who come here for a couple of weeks or a couple of months, and they think that Thailand is this fantastic place because, oh my God, I've never seen prices like this before. I'm not complaining about the prices of food here. In fact, I'm not complaining at all. Prices go up everywhere. But what I was going to say is the percentage is not the same. If something goes up 300% here over the course of, say, 15 years, that's more than in many, many places in the world. People would be complaining. People complain about that in America. I need to put some more fish sauce on it. I understand, but those were probably half the price 2 years ago. So you can say what you want, but pretty soon believe me, the price. You think everything is. I can only assume that you are a bit of a troll, because the prices of what the price was, what the price is now, and what the price will be. Thai prices are rising, and you know, I said it 12 years ago or something like that. I said, it's not the same as it used to be. It won't ever be the same. And everywhere changes. I understand that. But this place has changed a lot more than many places when it comes to, you come here before, everything was carefree. The prices were dirt cheap. You got a smile. You still get a smile from the people. The people are still the best thing here. But who wants to eat Thai food every day of their life? Food and the people are two of the best attributes Thailand has to offer. And some of the beaches. Very tasty. Maybe a little something else. Maybe some chilies. Lovely. Well, who wants to eat that greasy ass fucking Australian food? Please, get the fuck out of here with your attitude, dude. want to talk about an attitude? You want to talk about greasy ass shit? All you are is a troll. That's all you are. Just because you're not eating Thai food doesn't mean you have to be eating American food. You can be eating Japanese food. You can be eating French food. You can be eating all kinds of food, man. So, I mean, where'd that come from? What's it have to do with Yankee food? I don't want to eat Yankee food. Fucking idiot. Thailand attracts them all. All types. You mean Lynn? Well, tough shit. You come to the wrong place, motherfucker. Well, aren't I privileged? Ah, yes. I like that I'm enjoying this. It is quite good for 60 baht. Considering my buddy, he pays about 10 to 12 US for the same exact thing. And he tried for the first time the other day durian and coconut milk and sticky rice. Yeah, that's common. Whatever you want. You can have whatever you want. Durian, sticky rice, and coconut milk. Awesome. We haven't done this in quite some time, eh? Have a lunch together? Longhorns. What's that one guy, he always says, what the hell does he say? He says, I'm here and you're not. Forget the name of that guy. Andy something or other. And it's not Andy Stubbs. It just gets better as it goes. I don't know if you guys remember, but I did make this in a video. All right, Andy Stubbs. Andy Lee Graham, yeah, that's it. What's become of him? Lop Moo? No, I don't want any of that. Not right now. I had that a few weeks ago. Hobo. Wasn't he in Africa or something like that? You never hear anything about Africa in the news about COVID. You almost never hear anything. I don't see anything. That's it. That's it, I remember. He lives for like $5 a day or something. I don't remember. I haven't seen him in a while. I haven't looked at his channel for a long time. Hey man, whatever works for you, you know? I've lived in over 4,000 countries. Oh, God. YouTube is the online version of the Star Wars bar. That's exactly what it is. $15, huh? Yeah, YouTube is the online version. It's the online version of the Star Wars bar. A very big bar. This is a place where I left my laptop. I put my laptop down, just like I have it now, on a chair, and I left. And I got on the Songtao, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm home, great. I go inside, and I'm like, I go on my computer, and then I was like, oh, what happened to my computer? And I was like, oh, I left it on the Songtao. And I'm like, no, I left it at Happy Land. I jump on a Songtao or jump on a motorbike. Come back here 15, 20 minutes later, and the thing's sitting in the exact same place. Hadn't moved one bit. That's another wonderful thing about Thailand. I find it kind of humorous at this point. Every time, if I ever start to feel a little bit down, I tell myself, hey, be grateful for what you have. And then when something else that I do all the time is I tell myself to remember that if somebody is trolling, because I've never trolled anybody, I can't even think of any comments that I left. Maybe back in the old days, I left something on a forum where I was arguing with somebody or disagreeing with somebody or something and leaving a comment that was my name or whatever. But like on YouTube, I can't fathom going online and doing nothing but trolling someone, because and now I just think it's sad. I mean, really, I've gotten to that point now where I'm like, what the fuck does it matter to me? It doesn't make a bit of difference in my life. I feel bad for the people. They need to do that in order to get a chuckle out of their life. I have some sense of happiness. Because they have no fucking life. Because, as Andy Lee Graham says, I'm here and they're not. And I'm just a regular dude, and I say that all the time. And, you know, say what you will. Some people still want to live here. Part of me, wants to live here. Part of me, this is my home. It's been my home for a long time. It's almost 30 years. Part of me wants to live here. Part of me wants things to be really good here. Better than they are now. I want to see some improvements. When I see the SkyTrain being completed and all these different these different routes being completed and the infrastructure is getting better, yeah, it makes me happy. Then all I got to do is look at the air quality and I go, if you live somewhere long enough and you see certain attributes of a city or something, a village or whatever it is, you start to contemplate, well, what is it really that I want? And you can't have it all the time. So I'll accept a little bit of traffic, I'll accept a little pollution, and I'll live here. Later on, I may get sick of it and say, okay, that's enough, And for some people, the Philippines works. For some people, Thailand works. For some people, Vietnam works. For some people, it's Ecuador, it's Costa Rica, it's Portugal. Whatever vibe fits you. But I can tell you that there's a hell of a lot of people that always want to come to Thailand, and they're fascinated by Thailand. Why? I still have not 100% figured it out, and I don't think I ever will. It's kind of like saying I understand women. No, I don't. You begin to think that you figured them out, and then you realize, really, I don't know shit. The same thing goes for Thailand. Yeah, there's great food. The people are great, and the women tend to be cute and feminine and all these good things. And the people are laid back. The society is pretty laid back and tolerant and friendly. That's just my opinion. But as you heard earlier in the stream, there are some people who they don't have a very high opinion of the country or the people. And sometimes I think it's a little bit misdirected. And I'll be the first one to admit that sometimes I don't like it here. I don't like what's going on. It's not that I hate the place or hate all the people. It's maybe one particular thing I don't really like. That could happen anywhere. Yeah, exactly. And we're getting to that point where, we just talked about it again the other day about if we move, we got to move somewhere. We want to move somewhere that we're not going to want to move again. And that's a difficult thing to come up with. For us, at least. It's like saying, where do I want to live forever? Things change, Anyway, Massaut. Dude, you would be bored out of your head in Massaut. I've spent a lot of time in Massaut photographing the area. I went into locals' houses. I went into people who had kids that were fighting in the bare knuckle tournaments. I've been on the border there and crossed over into Myanmar from there. And listen, you want to live in a very quiet place and really just do nothing but sit and read and drink coffee all day, and you're not worried about going to a mall or shopping, okay, maybe that place is for you. But to me, I think you'd be bored out of your head. Anyway. Oh, she's got some bright pink hair over here, this girl. Lunchtime is approaching, and the place is starting to get a little bit busier. That was a good meal, very tasty. Tolerance is a good word, yes, Roman. What is your favorite island in Thailand? If I told you, I would have to kill you. Actually, to be honest, I like a place called Kosaboya. I think it's tolerance, food, diversity of that diversity of landscapes. Okay, yeah. If you want mountains, you can have mountains. If you want the ocean, you can have the ocean. You want the jungle, you can have the jungle. Whatever you want, it's all here. Nong Khai is okay, but I don't know. I guess it's for some people. I mean, you got the river there. It's a nice place. I can see, I used to live up in that area. I lived there for quite some time. I lived in Udon Thani, and I used to go there all the time. I used to go there quite a bit. And, for me it was good for a day or two. I don't know if I could live there. I guess, it takes a little time to get the lay of the land, and the most I've ever been there is like 3 or 4 days. I've been there quite a few times, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a nice place. I actually like Nakhon Phanom, and I like Bangkok quite a bit. I liked it a lot. I don't know, but I would want to live there still. And they were very nice places, very cool places. Again, I like the ocean, so it's a little different. It's just my preference. Preference is by the ocean, but I like Kokut. I like that place quite a bit, and like I said, I like Saboya, which most people don't know where the hell that is, and that's okay. So that's how it's meant to be. When we went, there was only like 20 people on the island, and that was it. Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty nice place. People are nice. The people in Thailand are very nice, Again, it's the kind of thing where, and I personally believe people are nice in most places. They're friendly. If you are not friendly or you're an asshole, then you're going to be treated like that. So yeah, I think the Buddhist culture has a fair bit to do with it. Because even my wife, who is not really, she's not one of these people who is going to the temple all the time, and she's always outside giving the monks food and all this kind of stuff. She's not into that. She doesn't do that. She's not what you. There are some people who are like, oh no, I can't do that because Buddha says this and Buddha says that. She's not that much, but it's enough what they learn from their families and from their in school and stuff like that, that it does have an effect on them, and it helps them. So I mean, you're going to find foreigners in just about every city in Thailand, and that's the reason why it's very difficult to find a place now that you can go where there's no tourists or there's no foreigners. Now, right now, obviously, it's a little different because there's not very many tourists around, but yeah, I mean, Thailand is changing. It's not like it was 50 years ago. It's not like it was 10 years ago. And every place changes, but what I guess my point is that once you're here and you know what it's like, and you think, okay, well, hopefully it'll stay kind of like this and things will improve. If things move in certain areas that you don't really like, I've never liked the politics here, but then I think about politics in the States, and I'm like, when have I liked the politics in the state? As long as I've cared about a little bit about politics, I've never liked them. I've never liked politicians. I've never liked the government. It's the same thing here, you know. So if you take the word Thai or Thailand out of the equation, I think it's much easier to figure out what's what. We should go outside. Vastly different, yes, much different. God, and you know, who would have dreamed of what's going on right now? You know, who would have dreamed that you couldn't even go to a bar here? One thing that I'm gonna do is I've been looking around a little bit for some old footage of Thailand, some really old footage, and a little bit of footage that I have. And on my website at AmericanInBangkok.com, I'm going to start putting it up. I started to do it a while before, but I don't want to make it just about Thailand. It'll be about Asia in general. And I think some of the stuff you'll find very interesting. I found a lot of the stuff about the Vietnam and the veterans and how they would come to Thailand and what they were doing in Nam and how they got involved with drugs and all kinds of things like that. I found some of the videos fascinating. Because this place is changing, and mark my words, in another 10 years, it's not going to be anything like it is right now. It's going to be far different. They don't want it to be like, the leaders want a certain thing, and I think they're dead set on getting it. Just like people have been saying about Pattaya, it's going to be family oriented and all this kind of stuff. It won't surprise me if it is in another year, in another 2 years. It won't surprise me one bit. You would think it won't happen. You would think that Nana Plaza will never go down. Guess again. You know, think again. Could very well happen. Anywho. See if we can get out of here. Shit, sorry. Oh, I forgot it. Once again, on the table. Shall we go through? Shall we go in? I don't know if I can get in this way now. Maybe. Sushi. Haven't been here in a long time. All right, Roman, you take care, huh? Well, Pattaya is not run, or Vegas is not run by Thai people. And therein lies the difference. It may never be 100% family friendly, but I do believe they're working towards getting rid of at least Walking Street. Now, I don't know what they did here. They had fish here for a long time, for a fair amount of time. They built this, they put fish in it, and now look at it. This is the coffee shop I used to go to all the time. get out of here. I think there's water here, yeah. Up. Oh, there's a coffee shop right here. Thai Herbal Clinic. Oops. Let's go out the back door. A koi pond. Supposedly they're still going to build a condo here, and down the way they're going to build a new fresh market. But look at what, I know not everybody has been on the channel that long or watched me this long. But years ago, if you remember, I'd walk out here, and there was a fresh market. Sold all kinds of stuff. And look at it now. Long gone. But just after those condos that you can see ahead with the green roof, they're supposedly going to build another fresh market. So that's good because it's even closer to my house. So anyway, whew, we have come to the end of another stream. Yet again. Look at this, man. It's like a freaking... I would not want to walk out into these high weeds. I wouldn't want to walk out here. Snakes, you know? Yeah. Anyway, all right. And they're building this right here. They've been building this for quite some time. I don't know what they're doing with this. By the time they finish, we probably won't live here anymore. We'll live somewhere else. Who knows? Anyway, guys and girls, thank you for joining me. Appreciate it. And that's all I have. So until next time, I'm Scott. I'm an American in Bangkok. Choke D, Lil Jerk and My. Do me a favor, leave the thumbs up, the subscribe, hit that notification button, check the description, get yourself a shirt, whatever, and keep on watching. I will talk to you soon. All right? Ciao.